honor of Labor Day, the autumn equinox, and the beginning of a new school year, we remember Paul Laurence Dunbar with one of his most famous poems.
We wear the mask. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile, with torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh, great Christ, our cries to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask.
Paul Laurence Dunbar was the first African-American poet to become nationally known and celebrated by both readers of color and a mainstream white audience. His books of poems include Oak and Ivy, Majors and Minors, Lyrics of a Lowly Life, Poems of Cabin and Field, When Melindy Sings, and lyrics of Sunshine and Shadow. His works of fiction include The Uncalled, Folks from Dixie, The Strength of Gideon, and The Sport of the Gods. He also wrote the lyrics for In Dahomey, the first musical written and performed entirely by African Americans to appear on Broadway. Dunbar moved to Washington, D.C. in 1897 to take a job at the Library of Congress. He hated the job and left it after less than a year. In 1898, he married another writer, Alice Moore Dunbar Nelson, and they lived with Paul's mother in 2 locations in the LeDroit Park neighborhood of D.C. One of those houses, a row house at 1934 4th Street Northwest, still stands. In 1900, diagnosed with tuberculosis and an alcoholic, he left the area to try and regain his health. He returned to D.C. briefly, then Dunbar moved to his mother's home in Dayton, Ohio, where he died in 1906 at the age of 33. He is remembered locally with a D.C. public high school named in his honor.